Hi and welcome to 3 Minutes On, a new video series where we make 3-minute videos on any and every topic. This week we have Herbert talking about Brexit.
Should the United Kingdom remain a member of the European Union or leave the European Union? Well, there are those who believe that we could be a stronger country outside of the European Union. With both the in and out campaigns making very broad statements and predictions of what will happen, it's hard to know actually who's telling the truth. Britain has lost its sovereignty. To a degree this is true. We have to abide to regulations set out by the EU that we have opted into. But we've also negotiated some key opt-outs. The truth is, to be part of any organisation, concessions have to be made. When we joined the World Trade Organization, we had to commit to supranational regulation and arbitration, but on the benefit that would actually be for the greater good. We pay more than we get back. Again, this is true, but we don't pay £18 billion a year. We actually pay around £8.5 billion a year, or £260 per household, or 0.54% of our total GDP, which is a lot less than other member states pay. For this, we get access to a free trade market, we also get access to inward investment, and also the Common Agricultural Policy protects our farming industry. One of the key reasons that people actually want to leave the EU is because they think that we don't have control of our borders. That's true actually. Being part of the EU means that we have to agree to the freedom of movement of all EU national citizens, and we can't discriminate against them. It means that actually we can't really control the amount of immigration that comes into the UK. What we can do though is discriminate against non-EU citizens, which is why we've currently having to put in a cap of £35,000 a year as a salary for people to earn if they want to be able to stay in the UK. What do people mean when they actually talk about the red tape of the EU? Well, traditionally businesses talk about red tape, and 4 out of 5 of the most costly laws that the EU implements are actually to do with employment law, such as the Working Time Directive, which currently costs £4.2 billion a year, but actually limits the amount that each employee is made to work each week. One of the other problems with the EU is that we can't actually have our own trade agreements with countries like China, America, Australia, New Zealand. We have to do everything through the EU. On the other side, the EU is made up of 500 million people, actually giving us much greater buying power when it comes to negotiating these trade agreements with these other countries. So, what would happen if we left? Not much in the short term. David Cameron provides a letter to the EU. We then have a minimum 2-year period where we're allowed to agree our exit. We're going to have to go through 40 years of legislation and redraw this all up. We're also going to have to go through 27 new trade agreements with all the other member countries, and also all the other trade negotiations we've lost as part of our exit from the EU. During this period of uncertainty, the only fact that we know is that the pound will drop in value because currency markets move on near-term risk. It won't be until we've actually seen what kind of trade agreements we get towards the exit that actually we might see any rise in the pound. Open Europe. A think tank usually associated with the Eurosceptic side of the debate has even said that GDP could drop by 2.2% by 2030 if we exit poorly. If we exit strongly, it could rise by 1.6%. So the key thing to actually understand now is, what do you care about? Once you know these questions, you then need to go out and find the answers. And where can you find fact-based unbiased opinion? Fullfact.org. You can even post up your own questions and they'll answer them for you. But okay, you're too busy to actually go to a website and find the answers. Where can you find real answers on Twitter? Brexit Watch and BBC Reality Check.
Thanks Neil, and thanks to you for watching our very first video. If you'd like to speak for 3 minutes on something, email amy@3minuteson.com, or if you've got an idea for something we should cover, let me know in the comments. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and click subscribe for new videos every Tuesday.